Hello and welcome to another Made at the Boneyard video. This is my electric moped project called Monkey. This video is about rebuilding this project after paint and powder coat. Be sure to like the video and subscribe for more. First of all, I wanted to say this is not my own voice. Secondly, sorry to Racer TV for using the same text-to-speech voice. It is the best voice I could find, so I couldn't choose another one out there. I divided the whole build in 2 parts because otherwise the video was way too long. As you can see, I just started to work on the frame. Every time I bring parts to the powder coater, I need to prepare them for the extreme conditions in the oven and for the sandblasting. That's why I needed to remove the frame number plate. This is the converter for my lights, blinkers and horn. It converts the 72 volts of the lithium-ion battery to 12 volts. I found a very convenient place inside the frame. The only down part is the hard-to-reach nuts to mount the converter. To sort of speak, deliver the nut in the hardest place ever, I used a piece of duct tape on my wrench to get it there. This will be the only time in the whole video I will say sorry for getting in your view. Remember this, apologize throughout this video. This frame can no longer be used with a combustion engine since I cut off the motor mounts. Don't worry, this is not a real Honda frame. This is from a Chinese clone bike. I can proclaim this is the first electric conversion of a Honda Monkey. Clone or not, because I didn't find anyone who did this before me. Let's start on building the battery compartment. This bracket came from an engine brace. Also, this bracket is another type of engine reinforcement braces. I build these 2 rods myself. There will be a few other parts mounted to it, as you will see. This is the bottom plate of the battery compartment. The footrests are mounted with the same bolts as the bottom plate. Maybe you noticed the elongated side stand. I made it 5 centimeters or 2 inches longer because this bike sits on 12-inch wheels instead of 8-inch wheels on an original Honda Monkey. This next bracket is for mounting the rear shock absorber. An original Honda Monkey has dual rear shock absorbers. But the new rear swing arm with integrated electrical motor was designed for a monoshock. Luckily there are some tuning websites who has these brackets. The speed controller is next to be mounted. It is the equivalent of a carburetor. This one was delivered with the electric mid-drive kit. I've chosen this spot because it needs airflow to prevent overheating. Guess what this plate is? Only wrong answers in the comments please. Also if you like what you see please click the like button. I left the fork complete because there was almost nothing that needed paint. The only thing was this brake caliper bracket. I simply need to remove the upper triple clamp to slide the steering shaft in the frame. I finally noticed I was working out of sight, so I rearranged the camera angle. I hope you saw I greased all the steering bearings. This cable is the wiring loom for the lights, blinkers and horn. I used one side of the frame for these functions. The other side is used for riding and charging. And here it finally is. The QS motor's mid-drive, which is integrated in the rear swing arm. It has been used on electric Grom clones. But with a small adjustment to the monkey frame, it fits perfectly. This kit includes swing arm, motor, belt, rim, disc brake caliper and speed controller. The shock absorber was not easy to find. First I was searching for very small moped monoshocks, but everything I found was too long. Then I bought a heavy-duty bicycle shock absorber. Let's mount the phase cables on the speed controller. These three cables are color-coded, even an idiot can connect them correctly. This connector is for the hall sensors in the motor. I need to remove the upper triple clamp again to route the rear brake line through the fork. The rear brake line is 180 centimeters long and was found on eBay. It was not easy to find a left-hand hydraulic brake lever. Most hydraulic brake levers are right-hand side. I'm now mounting the brake light switch. Also on this lever there is a brake sensor. The motor stops working the moment you start braking. I deliberately didn't mount such a sensor on my front brake. Therefore I can still do burnouts and make donuts. The headlight is a LED halo light. It takes lots of space in the headlight bucket. Because of that fact there wasn't enough space for the original speedometer. I found some sort of PVC pipe of the correct diameter at work. Unfortunately the pipe is blue, that's why I used a piece of black tape to camouflage it. This is my battery box. I found this waterproof camera case on AliExpress. The internal and external dimensions were perfect for this project. The case holds my battery and battery management system. The battery management system has Bluetooth and can be set up by an app. On the outside I mounted a reusable fuse for safety. This cable is for delivering data and power to the LCD display. Let's connect that hall sensor cable. The battery box is held into place with bolts on the bottom plate. I am going to end this video here before I can't lift it off the table anymore. Be sure to watch the next video to see this project riding out the garage. I hope you've enjoyed this time lapse. Please click the thumbs up and subscribe.